Really? What about your dad? Why? Why? Why, baby? I love you. I still love you. Yeah. Not tell what you feel I love without you. The page in my pocket wasn't enough. I'm like you and her too. I was rich. She's kidding. Ain't that some? Those pain in my chest. I so wish you the best with you. I like that song. Here's what I'm wearing today. Well, not really. Actually, this is what I'm wearing right now. I have some cut off jeans, some jorts. This is what I'm wearing. Jorts, jeans, shorts. This, no hard soles. No hard soles. It's a Converse t-shirt. The bra I have on doesn't fit. The cup size is too small, but the waist size is too big. I don't know what to do. Bras are so freaking expensive, but I guess, you know, they last a long time. Unless you're in the process of losing a lot of weight. Then they don't last for like a month. They last for like a month. So I buy sports bras and stuff like that. But in any case, I am going to go outside and do some yard work. Lots of pruning of crap. So let me show you where I'm at right now. Hello. So, I started on this side, but the bush looked like that. You see it, it's right there. So I've been chopping it down. Over here, I found where the carpenter ants are being harbored at. They're living right there. See, right there, pile carpenter ants, which are getting into my house. I started on this side because there was a bumblebee over there. I wanted him to finish up whatever bumblebee was doing. We need the bumblebees and we need the honeybees. We don't need hornets or those other bees that suck. Whew. Alright, so just working on getting all this chopped down. I can't see, there's a glare on my there. So all of this stuff chopped down. So working all that. Next weekend during the day we don't have any plans, so I think it's time for Russ to cash in what he promised he would help me do, and that's remove these rocks. He's gonna bitch about it and I'm gonna say he's childish again, because we are adults. We need to do, you know, renovate this area so it looks nicer. And then our property value goes up. Then he's like, then your property tax goes up. Yeah, but when we go to sell the place, we're going to get more than what we paid for it. And that's what we need. In any case, if we do end up moving south, I think I'm going to find a condo and not a house. But we'll see. Living in the south is cheaper than up north here. So, let me finish this. Oh, all right, it's 4:22. I've done a lot. I got those, well, not really a lot. As far as yard work goes, I removed the bushes. Not completely, we still gotta dig them up. But I'm gonna recruit Russ. He's gonna help me. I don't wanna go out this way. What am I doing? He's gonna help me on Saturday, not this Saturday. What's that? Whatever day we don't have plans. I think that's next week, Saturday. Anyways, I'm gonna be heading back to Walmart because I need some melty cheese. What I'm gonna make today. I had some chicken, it's defrosted. Watch out. Basically white shells with white sauce and chicken. And we'll get into that when I get back home. So see you in a bit. Hello there. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we'll be making some shells. They're just medium shells with the chicken, some diced up chicken. But the most important part is the sauce. So we're making a white sauce today, a cheesy white sauce. And it's very easy. Let's see. Get your nice saucepan out, or whatever pan, saucepan. We're gonna start by making a roux, sort of. Stick butter is best. I didn't prepare. Whoops. Watch out, Jason. Alright, so in your pan, you're going to put in 2 tablespoons of butter. Stick butter. Put your pan on medium. Medium, medium, high. Hello, focus. Hello, thank you. We're going to melt our butter first. Okay. In addition to your butter, oh, I already had some. Okay. You will want, you can do whole milk or milk substitute, whatever. We've got half and half. I still have some in the fridge, so let's use that first. Alright, so we're going to be whisking these ingredients together. So you want your half and half in your butter. You want to get that melted in. We're going to put in about 1/4 cup of half and half. Don't forget to drop things on the floor. That's very important. So yeah, your 1/4 cup of half and half and your butter. And just start those getting mixed together. Okay, so while your butter and your creamer, your half and half was melting together, get your pot of water ready to boil. Now comes the fun part for your sauce. Your cheeses. I've got a Monterey Jack or a mild cheddar and Monterey Jack mixed here. I have some more Monterey Jack here, and I have queso cheese. These are all very melty, very gooey cheeses. That's what you want to be able to make your sauce. So we're going to stir, it doesn't matter which one you start with. This is one I'm opening right now. This is the Monterey Jack. So continuing to stir your dairy, because it will burn. And make sure you don't have it any higher than medium heat, because like I said, it will burn. You're going to have your whisk. We're going to put in about a loose handful. So we're talking like this much at a time. Okay? Just a loose handful. In your own sauce, you can pick different cheeses. These are the ones I chose. You can pick other melty cheeses. So just one handful at a time. You're going to mix that around. When it looks all melted in there, then just add another handful. So for these, I think I'm going to do 3 loose handfuls of the Monterey Jack cheese, 2 of the queso, and then 1 of the mild cheddar and Monterey Jack. So just do that, stirring in between, because again, you don't want it to burn. So make sure it gets all up in there. This is going to be very cheesy. So, yay. Yay, cheese. Let me show you in a minute. Alright, so in the middle of mixing all your cheeses, you're going to notice that your cheese gets very thick. Your sauce is starting to get very thick. So, to remedy that situation, you're going to want to add another 1/4 cup of cream. So I went ahead and done that, and I put in the rest of my cheese. You see here, it's nice. It is still a thick sauce, but it's not so thick that you pick up too much cheese on your whisk. So now we get to season the cheese, and because if you don't season it, it's just going to be cheese. Now, typically I would use like an Italian seasoning, but I forgot to pick that up while I was at the store. So, we're going to improvise just generic stuff. We're going to put in a little bit of onion powder. I should have opened these. Alright, so it's onion powder and garlic salt. That's it. Just onion powder. Just kind of maybe a little bit liberal amount of that. Onion powder. Mix that in. I turn my heat down to low. So you want to do that so you don't burn your cheeses. This is not. I spilled cheese on my top, my what the hell do you call it? Stovetop. Ow! Hot. Oh, cool. Yeah, why did I do that? I don't know. Why'd that happen? Dummy. We'll have to clean this tomorrow. So, right, so like, get that in there. And garlic salt. This has like herbs and stuff in it. I don't know what, but it's good garlic salt, so we're gonna put that in there also. Generally, depending on the type of flavor you're going for, you could do like Italian seasoning with your garlic salt and onion powder. You could put in seasoned salt instead of garlic salt, and then use a garlic powder. In any case, you want garlic in there because that's a good flavor. If you don't like garlic, then I mean you could leave it out. It just tastes a little different, I guess. So here's my sauce. It's a nice cheesy sauce, and that's it. Sauces are super easy. Yeah, just, you know, with a white sauce you have to keep watch because otherwise it will burn. And we're just going to turn the heat off and just let that sit. Clean up my workspace, and then we'll boil the noodles, cut and cook the chicken, which is defrosted. It's in here in my microwave. Just like 3 chicken breasts. We're gonna cut and cook the chicken. We'll actually do that now while we're waiting on the water to boil. Just move that back. So yeah, just, you know, get a pan out and cook. Alright, so now I'm just cutting up my chicken. Cutting literally with meat scissors. I just find it easier. Just, you know, it's just easier instead of having to do a knife. It's just easier to use scissors. They're meat scissors for a reason. So yeah, cut up your chicken, throw it in your pan. Got coconut oil in my pan. I might have put too much in, but that's okay. Do we want to season the chicken? Of course we want to season the chicken. You have to season your chicken. I'm just going to do seasoned salt. Seasoned salt, just a little bit. You could do just salt and pepper. You could do a little more seasoning if you really wanted to, but it's not going to take much because you're going to have the flavor of the sauce. And then you'll have your chicken and your noodles. You don't want to over mask. The sauce is the star in this thing. So get your chicken bite size, throw it in your pan. I'm standing away from the pan right now because the oil is splattering because I took too much in. But that's okay. Like I said, you just cutting up. Hey, how's it going? I'm going to move you right there. Is that better? Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I am not a professional. I'm not a professional anything. My husband says that I am the master chef when it comes to cooking at home. I think I'm just more creative, honestly. Cooking really is not difficult. It takes patience, yeah, and a lot of people don't have patience. But this is not taking me too long. The sauce took me maybe 10 minutes to do. Get all your ingredients out beforehand. That always helps. I didn't do that, so I was running back and forth. Alright, so I've got my chicken all cut up. It's all in the pan. Now, take your spoon or whatever utensil. Poke it around. Get it all nice and brown. DJ, seriously, you have to move. Go. DJ. Go. Go. Stay. Stay. This wants to be under my feet. Ugh. Okay. Season salt. Get around. Hooray, that's done. My water isn't even boiled yet. Well, my chicken's not quite done. It's not cooked all the way through. But it will be before the water starts to boil. And that's good. These are dirty. Turn this down. Once the water starts to boil, you're going to put in your shells. Put in your noodles once the water starts to boil. Everybody knows how to boil water and make pasta in a whatever. You know how to do that, so do that. I'll see you in a minute. When propping your camera up somewhere, you should probably make sure, camera, phone, whatever, up somewhere, you should make sure that whatever you're propping it up on will stay in place. I'm eating Good and Plenty's. I like black licorice. The white ones are my favorites. Pink ones are good, but they're not my favorites. Why am I telling you this? Because I got nothing else to say right now. I'm waiting for my pasta to get soft, or al dente, whatever. I'm waiting for that. My chicken is done. Before we drain the pasta, we're going to add the chicken to the sauce. Yeah, we're going to add chicken to the sauce. So, you got to wait a couple more minutes. So when you add your chicken, you're adding everything. Any of the grease that's left over, all that stuff. Just add it to your sauce. Mix it in. It's probably easier to use a spoon. But you mix it in. Now you have This one, you want to add the grease in there too, because cheese gets, you know, harder when it cools down. So you get that grease in there, it's going to loosen up your cheeses. And also grease is flavorful and delicious. So, you know, why leave out all the good stuff? Alright, so our sauce is done. So now, what we're going to do is get these noodles done. Let me test them. You definitely want your noodle to be al dente and not mush. Because when your noodles get cooked too long, you know your noodles are cooked just right when they are soft on the outside, slightly firm on the inside. If you cook them till they're soft all the way through, they're just going to be mushy and it's going to be gross. The texture matters. So, they are al dente. Now it's time to drain. Okay, so noodles are draining. We're going to transfer the sauce from this pan into the big pan, because I'm going to mix it all together. Okay, so with all of your stovetop settings turned off, we mix in the sauce with the chicken into your noodles. And then you have, you know, like a, what do you want to call it? There's this shells and white cheddar? Sure, but it's not cheddar. Shells and white cheese, we'll just call it. See, this is like a pre-mixed stuff, and you need milk. I don't have any milk, so I made my own sauce. Dagnabbit. Now we're done. Russ should be home in a minute. Actually, 6 o'clock right now on the dot. Done. You can add chives if you wanted. That would be a nice added flavor enhancer. I don't have any chives. Okay, well, that's it. I'm gonna enjoy my food now. Talk to you later. Bye. Gigi, you hungry? You hungry? I got a smaller bag of food. Well, kibbles are bigger than the other ones. See? Bigger kibbles. No big deal. Sit. Good. Stay. Okay, well, she didn't stay, but that's fine. Ugh. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm gonna hang out with Norm tomorrow. I wonder if we can go to a museum, like here in Madison, like the history museum or the whatever art museum we have. I forget. Ooh. But that's what I'm thinking. I might do that. All right, back to peeling my husband's forehead. Good evening. I'm catching up on Z Nation, which is a very hokey version of the zombie apocalypse, but it's a fun show to watch. They got their seasons. They show up on Netflix. I think I'm on the 5th season is the most recent one. So I'm just watching that. I'm gonna go to bed at an earlier time than I did yesterday. I'm gonna go to sleep at an earlier time than I did yesterday. And tomorrow should be a fun time. It would be Friday tomorrow. Yay! And that's all I've got for you today. Happy Thursday. Toodles.